What's up everyone, today I'm breaking down my ranked attacks from this week using a strategy that's so broken it's practically brain dead, Root Riders. First up, looking at this linear base layout, there's some absolutely beautiful giant arrow value right down the middle. Anyway, to set up clean funnel, I sent the RC down here at 4 o'clock paired with the Spirit Fox. She does get stuck on the enemy RC for a bit, but since the main goal of this RC charge is practically not getting the most value but setting up a better funnel, so I used the invisibility spells here, and I was hoping she would get the Inferno Tower, but oh my god, that was so close. I had to recall her out. Now set up the arrow and the backpack, boom, right down the middle, and send the rest of the army here. The funnel is looking pretty good. Lure out the clan castle. Send the Ice Golem, Root Riders, Valks, Warden, healers. Now, they do get stuck on the defensive clan castle for 5 seconds. I don't even know how long that lasts. I totem the rest of the CC troops and the long shot and pop my Warden ability because they were approaching the lava launcher, and the lava launcher would just completely destroy my roots. Maybe if I angled my arrow a little bit better, I could have also gotten the lava launcher. I doubt it, I'm not good enough. Now I overgrowth one of the fire spitters here as it locks onto my troops and completely neutralize it, because my army will probably be behind the fire spitter by the time the overgrowth expires. At this point the base is looking almost done anyway. Use some cleanup tools at the 3 o'clock point, and the base is looking pretty dead, and we have a very comfortable 3-star. Next up we have this homemade looking base with random towers everywhere. Once again I see there's some RC value at the bottom, so I start the RC charge there. She probably will get stuck at the super wizard tower. It's just so tanky even in non-modifiers, so I just let her carve it through. Now it wasn't intentional, but I see the RC is pathing towards the fire spitter, which is quite nice. Like I probably could have gotten it maybe with the rocket backpack, but I didn't want to risk it, so I let the RC do her thing. Now thankfully she does take it out, and I have to recall her back before the invisibility tower. Once again set up the rocket backpack and arrow here, send it right down the middle, take out the monolith revenge tower, and now we have this clean looking almost U-shaped, maybe L-shaped funnel here. Send all my troops down. Now basically like 50% of the damage on the base is already gone, so I'm not really worried about this attack at this point. Could have probably had more swag if I tried. Now anyway, we're just waiting on the troops to move forward. Now I pop the Warden ability here and totem the freaking long shot. Now if that was a logger, I would have had to use the totem behind it so it didn't just completely destroy my army. Warden ability through all this damage, the non-existent damage at this point, to be honest. And even with the recent balance changes, the stupid logger is still so insanely overpowered, man. Like the knockback just makes it not die to anything at this point. Not that my army has anything to kill it anyway. Roots already ignore the guardians. Either way, the attack is basically over and we get a 3-star once more. For the final attack we have this double invisibility tower base. Now I already noticed the design is already kind of flawed because the invis tower doesn't actually cover all the defenses there. So I think I could probably start the RC charge there. Anyway, send my RC down there at the 3 o'clock side, 4 o'clock side, and let her do her thing. She pops the invis tower, and as you can see the scatter shot is still left there, so the invis tower is basically useless at this point. Like the base would be better off using a rage tower at that point. Let the RC take care of the invis tower, the expo, the inferno tower. Now I was I was thinking the RC might not have enough health to tank everything and take everything out. But luckily, the RC has enough invis time to take everything out, and I recall her out of there. Once again, set up my arrow here, right down the middle. I see the Revenge and the Mono, Earthquake, arrow, backpack. Easiest fucking arrow of my life. Send my army down there. I was kind of concerned that the Skywagon I'll send later, Skywagon and the Valks might actually path towards the elixir storage. They're at the 330 side, but thankfully they moved towards the core. Now I see the minion prince, which is basically a second one, will do too much damage, so I pop the Eternal Tome here, let them do the thing. Now I completely messed up here and forgot to send my rocket loons towards the builder hut at the invisibility spell section there, but I don't think it mattered anyway. It's flawed anyway. The archer tower there did not go anyways, so my troops are just in a cluster there. So it's no big deal, I guess. Maybe I'm just min-maxing at that point. And once again, all the defenses are just gone here, and all I have to do is clean up. And I had like 1 minute 30 seconds still left on the clock, and we once again get a nice and easy 3-star. Pretty good ranked attack this week. Let's hope it's the same next week as well. See you guys then.